Hi guys, it's Jake here at Canadian Cutting Edge, and today is a double video. I'm going to do a review for Wee Wednesday, a little Sanrenmu knife. I've got a raffle announcement too, that giveaway that I was going to do. I've got the names in a hat here for all the people that joined the giveaway. There's the equivalent of 6 donations between 4 different people. So 2 people gave $30 each, 2 people gave $15 each. And so the people that gave $30 get 2 entries into the raffle. And I put all their names in a hat and I folded it up. And I'm just going to reach in, and I'm behind here, I can't see it. I'm going to grab one of the names. All right. And the winner is Becky M. I can read through the paper because the light goes right through. Probably not with the light coming on that side, but I can see right through the paper. Becky M., you're the winner. You will have your choice of 2 real steel knives. Where did I put them? Hold on a second. I left them upstairs. You'll have your choice between Thor, flipper, or Horus, not a flipper. They're both 14C28N steel, very similar in length and size. You can check out my reviews on each of these knives to help you decide which one you want, Becky, and I will send this on to you. And I'll get your address from you and get that shipped in. I do have to say, guys, I'm a little bit disappointed in the amount of donations that came in, tickets to enter the raffle. I'm not sure why that is. Please let me know in the comments below. Would you have donated or would you have entered the raffle if it was $5 a ticket? If I get a whole lot of people there saying, yes, at $5 I'd enter, then I'll redo this in a different way. I'm just trying all kinds of ways to raise money for my mother's care. Maybe $15 was just too high. And since this is a budget channel, that might have just caused people to say, maybe not. And others of you have donated in the past, just outright donated. Thank you so much for that. And some people, I don't know if the donations came because of watching my video, but there's anonymous donations on the GoFundMe page as well. With no name attached, I couldn't attach it to this review, but I've got other family members sending people to my daughter's GoFundMe page as well. So I just don't know where those came from. But here we go, the Thor or the Horus. And today we're taking a look at a little frame lock knife by Sanrenmu. This is an older style of theirs, but GearBest just recently got this. This is the A6-606, all steel, recurve, just a slight drop point. That's actually not flat. There's a slight curve down, so this is technically a drop point, recurve, 8CR13 MOV steel, all steel frame lock. Just a little guy. You can just barely get 3 fingers on here, at least 3 of my fingers on here. And I've been playing with this knife a little bit. This is actually a very good little keychain knife, but it's got a pocket clip, so you can carry it that way, or you can clip it. It doesn't have to go in a pocket. You can clip it on anything, actually, that it would fit on. So you can clip it in a lot of places. You can clip it on your sun visor in your car, or, I don't know, all kinds of places. In any case, we've got this little guy to take a look at today, so stick around for the full review. All right, here's a Bic pen to show you something about the size of this knife. It is just a little guy. I've got large size hands bordering on extra large. If you're new to this channel, you might not know that. So this knife just fits in my hand, barely gets 3 fingers on there to get a decent grip. And you can get a pretty good purchase on this knife. It fits in the hand quite well, feels good. All steel, like I said. I'll show you right off the bat the one little negative I have. I wish this show side handle scale would come down and cover up a little bit more of this area right here. I'm trying to hold it as, if you look through that lanyard hole, there you go. It's as straight as possible. So I just like it to come down just a little bit here. You want this space here to be able to actuate the frame lock release. That's good. But to cover up some of this here would be preferred in my opinion, but that's a really small thing. You still get really good purchase when you grab this knife. That's more of an aesthetic kind of thing. It might add a gram or two on the weight, but hey, it's pretty good. Like I said, this is the A6-606, and on the blade itself, all that you have is right there, you've got the Sanrenmu logo. There it says 606, and that's the only writing you have on that part. And on the handle scale here, it says Sanrenmu, and on the back pocket clip, same thing in the same font, Sanrenmu. All Torx everywhere, good thing, easy to take apart, easy to take a look at. I will take it apart and show you the inside so you can see exactly what the washers are like. This is not a knife that kind of flicks open very quickly. Maybe I'll adjust the tension, but I've left it in factory condition. So factory tension, no blade play back and forth, up and down. No blade play when it's partway open. It's nice and snug. A lot of knives sometimes have side to side, well, in this orientation, up and down, but in this orientation, side to side blade play when it's halfway open. This guy's nice and snug. Feels really nice. I really wish they would have put in some flatter screws so that they wouldn't be so raised up. They wouldn't be such big bumps. I like that there's no lanyard hole, because a small knife like this needs all the space you can for slicing right through. So when you slice through something, it won't get caught on a thumb stud. It's pretty easy to actuate this knife. You don't have to hold it with two hands. I can do it with one hand, no problem. But it just works a little bit better with two hands. And left hand, I just get it started underneath and then I pull it up. Since it's harder to start it on top with your thumb, I just use my middle finger and I get started underneath and then I open it up. It's not really a left-hand friendly knife, but it's not left-hand undoable. That's really not a proper phrase, bad English. You know what I mean. I can open and close it with my left hand. I can open and close it with my right hand. My right hand just works a little bit better for this. Before I give you the dimensions of everything, let's finish talking about this. The steel type 8CR13 MOV, full flat grind, a nice little final grind right here. The Rockwell hardness is around 57 on this knife, which is good and hard. We've got a very slight recurve. It's not so significant that you have a tough time sharpening it, so I think just about anybody can sharpen this at home. A slight sharpener's choil right there to help you sharpen it without getting into the ricasso. A nice little hole here for a very thin cordage for lanyard. I'm going to be using just a split ring so that I can carry this on a keychain. That's the way I normally do it. And I'll show you that later on in the video. I'll just show you still pictures of what it looks like for that. I'll take the pocket clip off. Right now the pocket clip works pretty good, and I'll show you how that works. You can use it in a pocket if you want to. And that's about it. Let's get through the dimensions of this. We've got a cutting edge, and the blade length are the same. 5.1 centimeters, 2 inches. The blade thickness is 2 millimeters, as are the liners, or not the liners, the frame. The frame is 2 millimeters, 2 millimeters, so everything's the same. Thickness of the edge behind the grind, that's always an important number to help determine how well it's going to cut. So you see that silvery edge there, just where that ends and the regular full flat grind starts, 0.54 millimeters, which is 0.0215 inches. That means that this edge is nice and thin and yet robust enough to work hard. And it's a really good thickness for a knife this size. It could be a little bit thinner without becoming too delicate. Good thickness right there. The handle length, right here, the full length of this handle, 7.3 centimeters, 2.9 inches. The grip area in here is 6.3 centimeters, 2.5 inches. The handle thickness, not counting the pocket clip and not counting any of these screws that are sticking out, 7.1 millimeters, 0.28 inches. Total length of this knife when it's open, 12.36 centimeters, 4.87 inches. It weighs not 140 grams. It weighs 40 grams, which is 1.4 ounces. So it's a nice light little knife. GearBest sells this knife with free shipping, $7.29 US, $9.22 Canadian. I think That's a really good deal for this knife. It's a very nice little keychain knife, glove box knife, drop bottom of your purse knife, pocket knife, whatever you want to use it as. They've kept it nice and clean and simple design and totally functional. I've got some paper here. Let's see how well it cuts. Just regular copy paper. That's a push cut. Trying to push it through at the same spot all the way across. This paper's a little bit worse for wear. You can see all the wrinkles in it. Well, maybe you can't see all the wrinkles in it. Wrinkles in paper help make a knife catch. Oh, there's an edge there that was a little smoother here. So it cuts quite well. This is the factory edge. I've done nothing to it, and it works quite well. Let's try to cut a little closer to the tip. Just as well, even closer, even better. It's very sharp near the tip, and the tip itself punctures very, very well. Let's try to cut some of this. This 1-inch wide banding zips through that very easily. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for cutting. In the pocket, I'll show you what it looks like right there. Not all that visible because it's sort of a dull kind of steel color. I think there's a little bit of a coating on this knife, and that's on the blade as well. Just a really light, I'm not going to call it a titanium coating, but it's supposed to look sort of like that. And the pocket clip is very snug, and you can put it on in your coin pocket. It fits in there. There's room to spare at the bottom of my little coin pocket as well. And I'll show you the still pictures on the keychain right now. So there you have it. That's the knife. What do I like or not like about it? I like its size. I like its fit and finish. That's done really well. Oh, I haven't shown you the lockup and everything. Lockup is exactly where I like a brand new knife to be of this size. So it's right around, well, it goes about halfway through. I like that they didn't overdo it with really dark branding on it. I already talked about no blade play, blade centering when it's closed. The detent is very good when you close it. You just sort of hear it on a small knife like this, and that holds it closed with enough. It's not going to come open accidentally while you're walking down the street when it's in your pocket or on your keychain. At least I don't think it's going to come open. The detent is good enough for that. So it functions really well. I don't prefer a pocket clip, but if you do, it works quite well. By the way, it's right side tip up pocket clip. It's well built and it looks good, and it's a nice little knife. Doesn't cost too much, and that's pretty much the whole thing. Not an awful lot to say about this knife. I like it. It works. Thank you so much for watching this review. I've got a simple little knife here today. There's only about 7 of them left at GearBest. Please use the links in the description below if you want to buy one. That helps my channel out. Even if I get 5 cents from each sale, it starts to add up, and that helps to fund the cost of, lights, camera, all kinds of equipment, all the materials that I cut up, all kind of stuff. It adds up, and I need a little bit of funds for that. I do live on a disability pension. For those of you who are new to the channel, might not know that. I've got a major knee problem, chronic pain because of it. So I have a tough time walking. I've had 13 or is it 14 surgeries on my knee. So yeah, I do have my own issues. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just giving you information about my life. And that's why I sit around doing YouTube reviews, because it's a whole lot better than watching TV. I'll tell you that much. And I enjoy it thoroughly. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking, especially the commenting, sharing, subscribing. When you subscribe, click on that bell so you'll be notified of every video, and YouTube will not unsubscribe you. They do that sometimes if you don't click that notification bell. And remember to comment about another raffle. $5, is that good? Is there a different amount of money that you would donate or that you would buy a raffle ticket for? And remember, the raffle tickets, I do this just for helping my mom with her cancer treatment costs. And now we're at the end, so remember, always cut towards your chum, not your thumb.